Hello everyone, I'm Wendy McCarthy and today I will be representing my motivational desire proposal. This project focuses on using the ARCS model to improve student engagement in Unit 5 of the 6th grade Earth and Space Science curriculum titled The Earth and Society. This proposal's main objective is to increase students' motivation and engagement by utilizing Kaler's ARCS model, attention, relevance, confidence, and satisfaction. The ARCS model has the potential to significantly enhance learning outcomes and student engagement in the 6th grade Earth and Space Science Unit, the Earth and Society. In this talk, we will look at how incorporating this model into instructional design can help 6th grade students, particularly when it's come to abstract or challenge science concepts. Our primary target audience is 6th grade students who are between the age of 11 and 12. They're curious and eager, beginning to develop critical thinking skills as they try to understand more difficult concepts. To maintain their interest, they need lessons that connect science materials to everyday life and engaging various activities. The secondary audience is a science teacher in middle school. They're looking for useful resources and lesson plans that allow them to implement ARCS techniques successfully while meeting the current curriculum's requirements and standards. Our relevant audience include Pasco County School administrator, curriculum developers, instructional designers, parents, and guardians. This group play important roles in supporting student science learning and the successful implementation of instructional strategies. The union currently relies on passive methods like lectures and textbook reading, which often fail to keep students engaged. Although topics like natural disasters and climate change are relevant, many students struggling to stay interested. The 11 to 12 years old middle school students in Pasco County are inquisitively and motivated learners, but traditional instructional falls short of their needs. Limited student choice and a fast-paced curriculums can overwhelming diverse learners, reduce motivation and participation. To address this, Pasco County is updating the curriculum to align with Florida's next generation Sunshine State standards. The goal is a more engaging, student-centered approach that supports curriculum thinking, inquiry, and prepares students to be scientifically literate. According to research, students' engagement and perceptions of the value of the science education are greatly increased when inquiry-based learning is paired with local relevant content. First, leveraging relevance through local and societal connections. Research shows that connecting earth science topics to students' local communities and daily lives significantly increase engagement. Instead of abstract global issue, starting with local examples like nearby water quality or community recycling helps the students see why the content matters to them as emerging citizens. Second, sustaining attention and building confidence through the scaffold inquiry and technology. Engagement is increased by using technology-enabled, inquiry-based lessons that focus on fascinating real-world phenomena. Students can confidently and easily navigate difficult subjects with the support of scaffolded, hands-on activities that have clear objectives and frequently feedback. Lastly, fostering deep satisfaction via authentic application and empowerment. Applying what they have learned to real-world issues increases student motivation over the long run. Students gain empowerment and a sense of fulfillment from projects such as develop environment campaigns or sustainable community plan, particularly when their work is shared with audience outside the classroom. This project is guided by Keeler's ARCS motivational design model. It begins with analysis of course and target audience, followed by setting clear motivational objectives, designing and selecting appropriate strategies, and finally evaluating and refining the instructions. This structured 10-step process ensures that the teaching methods are aligned with the student needs and learning goals. In step 1, I gathered detailed course information to better understand the union structure and goals. Unit 5, Society and the Earth, builds on the earlier concepts students learned, such as Earth's place in space, atmospheric change, and the structure of the geospheres. This unit shifts the focus towards human-environment interactions and encourage real-world problem-solving through inquiry-based activities. In Pasco County, 6th grade science teachers often bring years of experience and teaching across all middle school grades. They used a combination of traditional classroom instruction and digital tools, with the thumb lessons conducted in science labs or media centers. The curriculum is flexible enough to support hybrid learning when needed. Overall, the unit not only meets Florida's science standards but also prepares students for more advanced topics such as sustainability, help them grow as critical thinkers and responsible future citizens. This unit is designed for 6th grade, typically 11 to 12 years old, enrolled in required Earth and Space Science course under Pasco County's middle school science curriculum. Unit 5, Earth and Society, focus on how Earth's systems, water, air, and the living organisms interact and influence a human's life. Key topics include natural disasters, climate change, and resource management, helping students connect science to the real-world issues. While student motivation level can vary, experimental learning and relevant content tends to increase engagement. Students thrive on interactive and collaborative activities such as hands-on activities, group projects, and using digital tools, and tied to real-world issues. They often prefer this method over passive lectures or textbook-heavy lessons. Pasco County emphasizes inquiry-based learning, real-world application, and scientific thinking, which are reflected this in union structure. Instructions follows county-approved blended learning practice, combining teacher-led lesson, group work, and multimedia tools. Students engage with vetted digital platforms such as Open Science Ed, Khan Academy, and PBS Learning Media. Lessons and assignments are organized through the Pasco County My Learning System, which is Canvas. Ensure alignment with district standard and accessibility. In this step, I focus on analyzing the audience. All 6th grade students enrolled Earth and Space Science classes. Attention readiness is generally moderate to high, especially during hands-on and interactive lesson, since students are at different developmental stages. Structured and engaged tests help maintain focus. Perceived relevance increases when lessons connect human activities, such as climate change, to the impact on Florida hurricanes. This real-world connection makes contact more meaningful and help boost student interest. Felt confidence grows through hands-on experiments and multimodal tools such as simulation and videos. Group projects further support confidence by encouraging peers, interactions, and role-based participation. Satisfaction potential is high due to the unit's variety, multimedia, teamwork, and real-world problem solving and achievement. This feature enhance intrinsic motivation and facilitate ongoing engagement. Let's start to analyze the existing materials for this class union. It aligns with the Florida standard by promoting scientific literacy and relevance and encourage curiosity and social interactions. Attention! Threats included real-world topics such as Florida hurricanes, hands-on activities, multimedia, and group projects. Challenge involved limited attention span and possible overuse of technology, which might reduce engagement for some students. Relevance. Lessons connect science to students' life through local environmental issues, helping them to see their role in solving problems. However, some learners may find the relevance of this topic less obvious due to limited exposure to them at home and the abstract nature of the concept. For example, the carbon cycle. Confidence. Hands-on task and peer collaboration building confidence, supported by digital tools. But a student with low primer knowledge or unclear group rules may feel overwhelming or unsure. Satisfaction. Students enjoy applied projects and interactive lessons that boosted motivation. Lack of flexibility in spend can lead to reduced satisfaction for students who need more time or support. In these steps, we identify 5 motivation goals and how we will access them. Relevance. Students will connect the science topic to their life, such as how hurricanes affected their communities. We will use reflection and class discussion to mirror this. Confidence. Students will build confidence using significant method and vocabulary accessed through self-service and group presentations. Task value and enjoyment. We want the students to enjoy hands-on and group activities. Feedback forms and teachers' observations will track engagement. Control and responsibility. Students will take active roles in group work. Rubrics and reflections will show their contributions. Peer interaction. Students will support teammates and share achievement. Peer evaluations and classroom observations will access collaboration. For step 6, we have developed preliminary ideas for the beginning, during, and the end of the class to support both attention and relevance in our motivational design. At the beginning, we will spark curiosity with dramatic visuals, real-life headline, or through provoking questions such as, why are Florida hurricanes getting stronger? Quick bell ringers, such as weather challenges, will also grab student attention right away. During class, we will sustain engagement through hands-on experiments, student choice in group rules, and their use of multimedia and tech-based investigation. Frequent check-ins and meeting challenges will help maintain focus and excitement. At the end of the class, we will reinforce relevance by connecting learning back to the students' lives. We will use reflective questions, exit tickets, or quick drawing, and highlight how the topic ties to the real-world issue, such as storm preparations or environmental responsibility in Florida. Now we're talking about preliminary strategy for building student confidence and satisfactions, structured around the beginnings, during, and the end of the class. At the beginning, we will set the tone by reviewing learning goals in clear, student-friendly language, like I can explaining how humans impact Earth systems. We will also activate primary knowledge with low-pressure questions such as, what do you already know about hurricanes? It also allows students calm choice in how they engage with their topic. During class, we will support a student by scaffolding tasks into manageable steps, modeling scientific thinking, and offering tools like sentence starters or graphic organizers. Students will choose their roles and formats, which increase their autonomy. At the end, we will reinforce success with reflection promotes like, what are you proud of your today? Or what's something you now understand better? We will showcase student work and pre-review what's next to keep motivation high. The goal is for students to leave class feeling capable, valued, and eager to keep learning. In step 7, we choose instructional strategy for each lesson. First, to boost the motivation, use the ARCS model. Beginning, grab attention with engaging media and reliable topic like Florida storms. Use I can statements to set clear goals and connect contact to students' life. During, scaffolded task, assign group roles, and use hands-on activities and multimedias to build in confidence and relevance. Provide frequent feedback to keep students motivated. At the end of the class, use exit ticket and showcase the student work to reflect on progress and celebrate effort. Pre-review next lessons and pose real-world questions to sustain interest and relevance. These tactics create an engaging, supportive learning environment that motivated students throughout the lesson. Unit 5 connected purist earth science topics to real-world issues, focusing on human impact and preparing students for a final project in Unit 6. Instruction is mainly in person with blended digital tools such as videos, simulations, and Canvas allow flexibility for hybrid learning. Class timeline. Day 1. Engage a student with the new clips. I can go and quizzes to connect the learning to real life. Start with group discussion and a KWL, which is Know Wants to Know Learn chart. Day 2 to 4. Scaffolded connect with group roles, hands-on labs, simulations, and encourage project on reduce plastic waste. Use daily reflection and feedback. Day 2 to 5. Provide ongoing feedback and celebrate collaboration. Day 6 or 7, student present project, reflect on learning, and pre-review the next union to build confidence and excitement. In step 9, we select and develop materials aligns with each lesson's phase to promote motivation and mastery. Use Pascal Middle School's tools. At the beginning, we use real-world news clip, I can statement slides, and Kahoot quizzes to spark curiosity and connect the learning to the student life. During class, we incorporated interactive simulation from the Open Science Ed and PBS Learning Media, hands-on science kit, and Pascal group rule cards to scaffold learning, boost confidence, and support collaboration. Throughout, tools like digital exit ticket with a Canvas, science journals, and positive recognitions programs such as Teamwork Stars encourage reflection and sustained engagement. At the end, reflection templates project display materials using Canvas or slides and taser infographic for upcoming units, building student confidence and anticipation. By blending this resource with Pascal platforms with creative, engaging, relevance, and a supportive learning experience. To evaluate a Pasco County Middle School science class, we focus on student performance on the Florida statewide science assignment for grade 5 and 8. Ensure alignment with next generation science standards. Formative evaluation uses Pasco tools like Canvas quizzes, Kahoot, Exit Ticket, Science Journal, and peers or teachers' feedback. Summative assignment includes a standard basis test and project rubrics. Student feedback comes from the Pasco digital service, and reflection promotes to identify learning supports and challenges. Teacher reflection reviews pacing, participation, and effectiveness of digital tools such as Open Science Ed, simulation, highlighting areas needing more vocabulary support or clear group rules. Revision improve group rules. Adding sentence starts, adjust facing for incorrect lapse, and incorporate multimediums resource from Pascal LMS and digital libraries. Let's talking about evaluation of motivational strategies. Evaluating motivational strategy is essential to ensure that instructions remain relevant, engaging, and student-centered, which is help make Earth and Space Science both meaningful and memorable for 6th grade students. After establishing the use of formative tools such as Pasco County's Canvas, my learning platform for quizzes, Kahoot for typing into primary knowledge and identify miscomponents, and other interactive platforms such as Open Science Ed, Google Tours, and Edpuzzle, we can begin to access how these tools influence student motivation. Ultimately, teachers can better understand how students relevant to the materials by assigning motivational technique, such as a course interest survey. Administered at the beginning and midpoint of the union, the CIS reverse shift in the learning styles, interest, and engagement with critical subjects such as ARCS, systems, and sustainability. With the help with the science journals and other formative feedback tools, we can make real-time instructional modifications, making our class unit more relevant and engaging. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope this presentation provided valuable insights into how the ARCS model of motivational design can enhance student engagement in the 6th grade Earth and Space Science Union, the Earth and Science. I'm happy to answer any question or discuss further ideas. Thank you again.